a lot of people, cause I've been in a lot of places. Might forget a name, but I don't forget faces. My game been tight.
What's going on, the world? You're rocking with the young man Nuke, and this is Fresh Radio, where I bring you family, revolution, edutainment, spirituality, health, and hip-hop all in one show. Listen, I'll be in here, man. I'll definitely be in here. Today is May Day at the school. I paid a nice script for all three of my children to be at May Day, and one of my children just decided that he wanted to be sick. So he's at the crib. Of course, it's face. You already know. And I'm pretty sure he's going to wake up and wonder what's going on. But, you know, I don't know. I'll decide if I want to take him to school or not so he can participate in the May Day. Either way, I paid for some T-shirts, and he better get his. That's all I know. You know, being a parent, regardless if you're single parent, if you're a dual parent, co-parenting, if you're just a parent in general and you're active, you know, this thing is some work, dog. Like, I've long accepted the fact that I will always be a parent until I die. And even after that, I don't know what the afterlife holds or whatever, but even after that, I'm gonna have to parent to a degree. So, you know, I'll talk about that a little bit later in the episode, maybe like in the future, about setting up trusts and family structure, family planning, and afterlife or whatever. You know, I do the insurance thing, and I think I'm going to talk about insurance on a Thursday. You know, I don't know why Thursday. I picked Thursday, but we're going to do it then. And, you know, move forward. Keep it moving. So, yeah, that's the main objective at that point. You know, just to make sure that the children and their children and their children have a set and strong foundation moving forward in this crazy world, as long as it remains how it remains. There has to be some type of structure, so I owe it to me to set that structure up, and hopefully the goal is to teach my children how to maintain that structure, and then teach them how to teach their children how to maintain that structure. That's like the real task at hand. So yeah, not sure how today is going to pan out on the parenting tip, but man, there's only like 3 more days left of school after today. And yeah, that's going to be a trip in itself. So yeah, preparing myself for the summertime. And then 3 weeks after that, got to go to court. So we'll see how that works. Yeah. So, you know, I've been wanting to read a lot more. And that's, you know, what they say, you got to hide. You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. And yeah, I haven't read in a long time. I just haven't picked up the book. I haven't had the mental constitution to pick up a book and read. And I've tried, trust me, but I just, man, I've either fell asleep before 10 pages or picked up my phone before 10 pages. And, you know, that's just not fair. You know, I noticed that there's an addictive thing going on with the cellular device, that it's keeping me on it. Even right now, I'm not on my phone, but it's encased in my hands. Like, I'm not even holding it, but I'm like, my hands are hovering around it. And I promise you, if I could take a picture of this, you'd be like, why is he doing that? I have no idea. Maybe it's the electromagnetic frequencies that are giving off the radiation pulses that are helping me to be addicted to it, or helping my body and their cells to be addicted to it. And that's not cool at all. So, you know, I need to break away. I need to do something different, because yeah, this is definitely not the way at all. And even saying all of those things that I'm saying, I know that there is something that's better for me, you know, and I'm working toward that. I really am working toward just being better. So I know that reading is going to be a major step into that motion. So yeah, my goal is to read more and to take it seriously too. You know, not just read just to read, but read with a purpose, read with intention, and help better my mind and help control the outcome a little bit more. Not even a little bit more, a lot bit more. I am doing those things, and I am making sure that I am receiving the proper things that are beneficial for me, and not even beneficial for me, but beneficial for those around me. So yeah, that's that. Whew, man, that's a lot. That took a lot out of me. I ain't even gonna hold you up. Just to talk about reading, just talking about reading made me tired. That's crazy. But at least I'm honest. There are a lot of people out there that won't even talk about a book, but we'll get it together. We will get it together. Yes, we will. Also, before I slide out of here, I want to talk about my therapy session yesterday. I like my therapist. Maybe I need another therapist too, but I like my therapist because she was able to break down certain avenues of my upbringing and get me to look at things from a different perspective as well as another objective perspective. It's one thing I tell people all the time that I very rarely get people to check me and to critique me, to tell me that I'm doing wrong. So, when I get to talking about things that are going on and exchanging in my life, she's able to basically get me to reflect on things or get me to notice things, and that's dopeness. So I appreciate her. Man, there's a fly trying to get down on the mic right now, and I don't appreciate it. Where are these flies coming from, you might ask? I'm in the garage, and the garage is right next to the trash can for the most part. So every time someone opens the door, and not closes it, a fly comes in here, and that's where that comes from. But either way, back to the therapy. I like the fact that I'm able to tell these stories of my life to someone, and they're able to be like, wow, okay, so that's where that's coming from. Oh, that's where I see this thing from. And, I don't want to talk too much about my not my personality, but I don't want to talk too much about my characteristic traits over this thing because there are a lot of people that can use that to their advantage, and I realize that. So, yeah, no, I'm just going to remain the mystique, or have the mystique that I have without allowing a lot of those into it. And we'll call it like that. I'm also I'm glad that I am as mentally developed as I am to know the things that I do about myself, because a lot of the things we talk about, she understands that I have a solid grasp on myself. I just need guidance and direction. So, we're working on that. This would be my third session with her, I do believe. And we're working on the fourth. The fourth is halfway through. I think I'm only going to do 8 sessions with her. And then I will see where I am from after that, and, keep it moving, you dig? We definitely keep it moving. So, yeah, I want to thank everybody for listening to the Fresh Radio this morning. And, if you got any questions, comments, random outbursts, whatever it is, man, look, tap in. I'm always here for it. For whatever reason, my Instagram DMs are going off right now, and I'm getting a lot of follows. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody out there rocking with me on my main page, NUKNOE, the Fresh Radio page. It has who it has, and then listens to who they listen to. So, I ain't tripping. But, yeah, let me see. Man, check me out. I am going to be updating my webpage pretty soon. The goal is to put a song up there to figure out how to get it out there to people. And then also check out the poetry book, Drawn Poetically. It has my poetry book. I talked about my suicide note that's in there. Yeah, I have a suicide note in my poetry book. And check that out. I also talk about Gucci. And then the royalty collection guide, that's up there too, as well as if you're looking to collect royalties off of your musics, or you don't know where to go, or you don't need to go. That is a first step among many that needs to be taken care of. So I like the fact that I was able to put that together and put that out there for everybody. And then I think that's it. Follow me, NUKNOE. Go to .link, NUKNOE.link, You can get all my links and all my social medias and all of the places I be at on the internet. NUKNOE.com. And yeah, that lets you go down there. NUKNOE. Yeah. So, whatever. Appreciate y'all listening, man. Y'all be smooth. Peace.
Yeah. Hey. I know a lot of people cause I've been a lot of places. Might forget a name, but I don't forget faces. My game been tight for a quarter century, cause I still speak to people that I met in elementary. The only